Hey guys, welcome back to Minecraft the Shipwreck. Today we will be reading chapter 6, which is titled Tank. It starts on page 79 and goes to page 83. If you guys have enjoyed this book so far, make sure you hit that like button and the subscribe button for more Minecraft novels. Without further ado, chapter 6 Tank. Hey, Tank, where you going? Family stuff, Tank says, staring resultantly at a shrubbery behind Shark's shoulder. He remembered a documentary about wild animals, how some species see direct eye contact as a sign of aggression, challenge. Shark likes to be in charge, likes to come up with ideas for what to do. Tank's supposed to be helping Mr. Mishra at the store today, and the idea of Shark there makes him really uncomfortable. The last time they were at the Fortress Park, Tank saw him tuck bags of chips and gum into his jacket. AJ and Gus did the same, and they all had been looking at Tank, who didn't know what to do. They were his friends, and yeah, the place definitely overcharges for chips, but the stick of gum he slipped into his pocket seemed to be burned for the rest of the afternoon. Sounds boring. Want to ditch and race go-karts? I bet the fake ride tickets my brother made will still work. Shark waggles his eyebrows at him. Can't, Tank says. See you later, maybe tomorrow. AJ slaps him on the back. Gus jerks his head at him in a slight nod without looking up from his phone. Shark narrows his eyes, but doesn't say anything. You know, Shark says, in a too cool, casual way that puts Tank immediately on edge. I think we need to teach that punk in your building a lesson. Who? The kid in the brand new tower? Tank thought he was kind of a thick. The way he just stared at them with his mouth open before having the good sense to run. Yeah, saw him talking to you the other day. He give you any trouble? Oh, so Shark saw that? Tank had been on his way back from work, about to open the door to trudge up the stairs. It opened unexpectedly. Jake on the other side, they stared at each other for a long moment before Tank narrowed his eyes and hardened his scowl. It was a habit now. Shark always said making sure the other kids knew they were the toughest guys in the school was important. Reputation was everything. Oh, hi, Tank, right? Tank ignored him, pushing past to make his way up the stairs. He was tired and didn't have time for this, but Jake kept talking. It was bad enough that Tank remembered his name. Thanks for the other day, Jake shrugged and then smiled like a hapless puppy. Whatever. Tank had forgotten about it immediately, but apparently Shark is now making it a thing. It feels like a test. Tank doesn't like it. Nah, he just ran off at the side of me, Tank says, flexing his arm. Shark laughs, and something sharp and metallic glints in his mouth. AJ notices too. Whoa, what's that, boss? Shark almost looks embarrassed, but he glares at them all. Ask if them ask if daring them to say anything. Braces? My parents my parents want to fix my crooked tooth. Can't you believe? AJ and Gus both sympathetically, and Tank hopes his nod conveys solidarity. But he can't help thinking all the way. Ma cried when the dentist told her how much filling Viv's cavities would cost. They made sure to brush carefully from them on. Braces. That was out of the question. Sucks, man. Tank offers, I gotta go. See you later. Hey, Shark says, I've seen that kid slinking in and out of the abandoned room with all the old stuff. Wouldn't it be funny if he got stuck in there? What if we jammed a chair under the door? Tank blinks. Why would that be funny? Shark guffs. You're a riot, Tank. See you later. Tank yawns mentally, counting how much money he still needs before he can afford those sneakers. He had to pop back up to his apartment before leaving Mr. Mishra's, and then Ba was attempting to rewire their ancient speaker system, and Tank had to talk him out of it. So he'd gotten to work late and missed out on his hour. He's going to need to work all summer to be able to afford those shoes. But it'll be worth it, especially now that the money he'd given to Ma so far had caught them up on what they need for repairs. He stretches as he gets back to the complex, and he's about to take his unusual shortcut through the side door. But he sees a light on in the front of the building. The key sticks in the lock. Tank hardly ever comes through the main entryway. No one does. Who wants to go through two extra sets of doors when you can exit directly to the street faster? Plus, there's a bunch of old furniture and stuff that Miss Jenkins keeps saying she'll get rid of, but it just keeps collecting dust. Tank's got allergies, man. He's got no time to be sneezing. Tank pauses, Shark's comment floating in the forefront of his mind. He pushes open the heavy glass doors. The creak intensifies in the empty lobby. Yellow street light filters through the windows, leaving long streaks across the dusty linoleum. A dissonant white light shines from under the door of the computer lab, which, sure enough, has a chair wedged under the door handle. Tank grabs the chair and scoots it aside with little difficulty. He pulls the door open. Inside, Jake looks up from the computer row, his eyes widening. He doesn't move, like a rabbit freezing right before it's about to run. Tank's running through his head whether "hey" or "are you all right" would be better, when Jake suddenly moves. Leaping up from his chair, Tank jumps back on autopilot, the loud clatter from the fallen chairs startling him. And before he knows it, Jake is running right past him. The second set of doors clangs shut, and Tank grimaces, thinking about the fear in the other boy's eyes. He must think that Tank is the one who locked him in. It's a good thing, he reminds himself, that everyone knows their place, that being mean means being tough, and being tough means other things are going to be scared of him. That's just the way the world works. Tank recognizes the music from the computer Jake left on. Minecraft? He steps inside. He almost forgot there was a computer lab there. It's all clutter and junk, at least a decade old. A few computers work, Tank remembers. He used some last summer to browse the internet when their Wi-Fi was down. One lone lit monitor, indeed, paused on the loading screen, chimes whirling and rising in the background. Oh, Jake was logged in. Tank doesn't know how many people use the center, but he knows he would feel if someone snuck into one of his open games and messed with any of his farms or builds. He carefully logs Jake out, and turns off the computer before trudging back out to head home. That wraps up chapter 6. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure you hit that like button and stay tuned for more of Minecraft Shipwreck. I will see you guys next time.